Let's ask Florida Congressman Michael Waltz and former White House Press Secretary Ari Fleischer. I'm going to start with you, Congressman. What are the national security implications of an open border and these kinds of numbers of people coming across our border for which the government's admitting they have not even given them any paperwork, have no idea who they are?
No, you're absolutely right, Rachel. And look, a smuggling pipeline or pathway that can move people, can move weapons of mass destruction, and can certainly move terrorists. And as we've talked about, remember, we just had 5,000 of the most hardened Al-Qaeda, Taliban, ISIS terrorists. We have no idea where they are now that were released from Bagram. We know where one of them is. That one of them was a suicide bomber that killed our 13 Marines, soldiers and sailors outside of Kabul International Airport. But the rest of them, we have no idea. So now we have 200,000 a month, 2 million a year. If Biden keeps this up, 4 million over the course of his term pouring across our borders from over 170 countries.
Right.
And meanwhile, we have ISIS and Al-Qaeda openly stating their intent to attack the United States again, and our intelligence community saying that could be probable within 6 months.
Unbelievable. Ari, we're now hearing that the bill, or tucked into it, is amnesty for 7 million people. Is that what this was really about? Is that what this whole open border situation is really about for the Democrats?
Well, the Democrats do seem to want to just put as many people into America as they possibly can.
New voters.
And that's correct. And we all know where that ends up. They want to have a pathway to citizenship. They think they're going to be voters and lock in a Democratic majority. Rachel, I'm the son of an immigrant. I'm a first-generation American. I want people to come to America. Immigrants enrich us. They make us a better country. But you've got to come here the right way. You've got to come here legally. And here's, just to put it in perspective, the numbers that you just cited, 280,000 people released into America. These are pop-up cities now. Mm-hmm. This is more people than live in Toledo, Ohio, more people than live in Orlando, Florida. It is the size of a Newark, New Jersey. This is what the Democrats want, a pop-up city every couple of months of a city that size that then they can legalize and all of a sudden turn into Democratic voters, they hope. Yeah. It's wrong. And this is one of the reasons the Hispanic vote in America is shifting Republican. Many came here legally. They don't want people to come here illegally. It's a question of right and wrong and how you come to America.
Absolutely. I'm also the daughter of an immigrant, and no one gets more mad than my mom because she did it legally, and it just feels like such an injustice. I want to talk to you, Congressman Waltz, because I know that you care very much about children, about child sex trafficking in particular. Talk to me about the role of our government, of this Biden administration, in this evil business at our southern border.
Don't just take it from me or Ari. From international NGOs, including Doctors Without Borders, are estimating that up to 40% of the women, and particularly the girls, that are making this dangerous migration across Panamanian jungles and up through Mexico are being sexually assaulted along the way. Some are being given birth control by the smugglers, by the coyotes, and then they're sold into human trafficking rings as they're flown all over the United States. It's disgusting and it's wrong. And here we have the Democrats, saying that they're the party of defending women. We have Kamala Harris as the border czar. And they're essentially shrugging their shoulders to this abuse. Yeah. And as the father of a 17-year-old young girl, I just can't imagine. But that's what's going on. It's happening every day, and this administration's doing nothing, zero, to stop it.
They're not just doing nothing. They're practically incentivizing. I mean, this $450,000 payment, incentivizing people to bring their children, and then they get a cash payout for breaking the law. It's unbelievable. Ari, Congressman Waltz, thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you, Rachel.
All right, thank you.